something dewy and vulnerable about it.
I think Jimmy Carter could get
Look
it.
at those lips.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not kidding around.
Well, I still no, but I'm getting closer.
No, on young Jimmy Carter? Really?
It's the uniform.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
You put a turtle in epaulets and I'll fuck it.
All right, you guys, please welcome to the stage. You know, he's done everything from West Wing to Handmaid's Tale. He's my personal friend and yours, the legendary Mr. Bradley Whitford. Yes. Hold this place now. It's now the Bradley Whitford Theater, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming, Bradley. You're going to double fist it like Trump.
I'm dancing like Trump.
I think you should alternate back and forth. Thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure. I love you. You know that.
Love you right back.
We've known each other forever.
Years and years. Our kids went to school together, and I've been a fan of yours even before that, you know. So very nice.
Before that?
Yeah, before that.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You've been acting a long time, man.
You know, it's very weird. You start out, you feel like you're a young person
right,
beginning this thing, and then you're Wilford Brimley.
But a distinguished
I'm
Wilford
sitting
Brimley.
in a puddle of was. I have a bright future behind me.
You're in a puddle of was?
I'm sitting in a puddle of
God.
was.
So that was followed you in here.
It followed me in. The puddle of my spent potential.
Oh,
but
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So speaking of puddles of wases, how are you feeling right now? We're
good. You mean politically?
Yes, exactly. We're getting
great.
close to Bradley is a political animal. I talked about politics. We're great. Fuck you, man. How are you feeling, Bradley? How are you feeling? Are you nervous?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Yes. And I am, if you look up in the dictionary, white privilege, the definition is my headshot. And I'm terrified.
Right.
No, I am, all joking aside, absolutely terrified. I'm glad that I hope that we remain terrified.
Mm-hmm. It's important, right? Because it keeps us alert. People get out there.
Keep us, yeah.
Right.
I think some years ago we were not terrified, and something quite awful happened. I'm very anxious about it.
Right.
I've been terrified. It's almost... Trump has become the delivery system for this very dangerous form of white nationalism that I thought on The Handmaid's Tale, Margaret Atwood, when she was writing the book, almost stopped a couple of times because she thought it was kind of an absurd premise.
Right.
And it's actually happening. And I really hope that people understand what is at stake here and understand, we need to fall in love.
You talk about the Democrats.
Yeah. And we need to fall in love. And, it's not Tinder, it's public transportation.
Right.
You're
not going to fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah. You don't need. You don't need
We'll
to
do that
fuck him.
later in the show.
And the good news is he doesn't want you to, like the other guy. So I really do. I really do hope that people understand what is at stake.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think people don't get it, Bradley? Because I think people are kind of blasé about Biden right now. They don't understand he's running against Trump, I feel. It's like West Wing, Handmaid's Tale. It's like your career is pretty much what the choices are. It seems like, why do they not, why are people apathetic? That's a better word. Why are they being so apathetic about this election? Is it because, should they just forget about that it's Biden and just look at it as this side and that side? And normally I wouldn't say that, but is this an election where we should really just say that?
Look, I think the right has punched way above its weight on every issue that you and I care about, because the right, this is going to sound a little pretentious, the right understands that politics is the way you create your moral vision.
Right.
And their moral vision is basically a business agenda that is fueled by culture wars. We think that culture is the way you create your moral vision, but The West Wing won't help you if you have a pre-existing condition, and Handmaid's Tale won't help you if you're a 13-year-old rape victim in Ohio right now. You have to work the levers of the political system.
Right.
And we take that for granted. We think that democracy is inevitable. We think that decency is inevitable. And it's not. And I get frustrated with the left. We see the horror of what happened to George Floyd, and we do the diagnosis. We'll show up, and it's absolutely necessary, the diagnosis. And we'll do the absolutely justified righteous indignation. But then we don't show up for state politics. We don't show up for the treatment after we diagnose it, and you have to Stacey Abrams the fuck out of that shit. That's how they overturned Roe v. Wade. So I'm always trying to use my bizarre, I wore makeup and pretended to work in the White House, but use my position to go, get involved politically, because for us, politics is often a civic extracurricular. For them, it's not. It's just a business agenda. The NRA doesn't need a shooting to put pressure on Congress.
Right.
So I just want people to get really involved.
It's what the relationship to Trump is. Like when he's criticized or attacked from the left, it's usually about his personality, or he said grab him by the pussy, or it's these personal things which are actually more cultish than the people following him. The people following him want him to appoint conservative judges. Like, it's completely transactional. And because he did that, they're like, that's the guy. Like, they don't care. He's absolutely right when he says he could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as he appoints the right judges. Like,
because they didn't want him.
No.
But he goes, here's the Federalist list of judges. Here's the tax cut. I'll do the business agenda.
Right.
And they're like, who cares? Meanwhile, we're all like completely. It's white nationalism, is what the.
You're making that sound bad.
No, it's Christian. It's a really insane time, and I find also we are conducting. I'm going to bash. Here we are, cracking wise while democracy dies. Right, because we are conducting public discourse in the age of entertainment.
Sure.
And we got this guy, who is a TV character.
Right.
I find it totally bewildering because I've campaigned for people running for president and running for local offices, and any sane politician is out there wanting to make sure they don't seem condescending.
Right. The thing about America, when America votes for president, the most charismatic person usually wins. It's very rare that they don't. Kennedy beats Nixon, right? It was close, but more charismatic because of those debates. The only weird one, Nixon beats Humphrey, but does anybody remember Humphrey? Exactly my point, Reagan beats Carter.
Yes.
So much more charismatic.
But here's the thing: when we're conducting,
that's how shallow we are.
We're really shallow.
I like that guy. I want to have a beer with him.
We're really shallow. Yeah. From my weird point of view, you can, I don't know, be bipartisan, ejaculate on an intern. You'll be forgiven. You can go. You can go to war based on false intelligence. You will be forgiven. The death penalty in politics is reserved for my shallow, deep fear. It's reserved for one thing: being bad on TV. It's unforgivable.
Yeah.
Howard Dean screams, "Get the fuck!"
That was so bizarre.
Get the fuck out.
I know.
And Al Gore seems.
What's wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here. Man.
Al Gore seems condescending. Hillary looks like she's thinking.
It's so true.
And
it's so true.
And the problem is, a car wreck is much more fun to watch.
Yeah.
than a car stopping at a stop sign.
Right.
And Democrats think, oh, we'll get rewarded for governance. And, no.
Trump beats Biden because of these issues? Is that what you're thinking? Like right now, I hate to bring this bad news, but I give Trump the edge right now. And I'll tell you what.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Here's why I think this. Because imagine like if Barack Obama had lost to Romney in 2012, okay, and the people who supported Obama felt that the election was stolen. Whether they're right or wrong, let's say they felt that way. The energy, and Obama ran again in 2016, the energy that
would be incredible.
Yes, of the people coming to vote for him that time would be huge. And I think the people who are voting for Trump and think that it was stolen is much bigger than the people going, oh, it's Biden? All right, yeah, I guess we'll vote for that motherfucker. I'm serious, but that's what it feels like to me.
Well,
prove me wrong, Ro. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think one of the other problems, we may have talked about this before, but if you just use that stupid word brand,
right,
the right always has an advantage, because if you think about it, they have God for no reason. No fucking reason.
That's true.
They have the flag. Okay.
Right.
They have we're good with money, which is really
Wrong.
fucked up. Right. But they have freedom. They have freedom.
That's a good one.
And they shouldn't, obviously, because they're trying to impose a Christian nationalism that has absolutely nothing to do with freedom. But there is an opportunity, I believe, on their overreach with the Dobbs decision, that gives the Democrats, I think, an opportunity to lead with choice in a larger definition of Democrats being the party of freedom.
I agree. There you go. It's so well said, Brett. You're so articulate about this. And because you're on the West Wing, is there an expectation when people meet you that you should run for office, or you actually have been in office, or that sort of thing?
It's very bizarre.
Yeah.
Because I often, for different things over the years, people will say, like, you should run for office, and my standard answer is I have no desire or capacity to act that much.
Right.
Which is sort of my flip joke, but the sad thing is, again, and no, I do not want to run for office, but apparently the only thing that matters is like being good on TV, which, by the way, I have no respect for.
Now,
because in the words of one of my children, no offense, Dad, I've seen dogs be good in movies.
Wow. Oh my God.
Only devastating because it's true.
Yeah, they actually were very good.
Yeah.
I will say this, you are very good at movies. Get Out is one of my favorites that he was in. So tell me, in 2024, would you still vote for Obama a third time? If you were running? I know you said it in the movie. Oh, there we go.
Oh my God. You know what was funny? It was a funny thing, like internet thing. I, as a joke, said in an interview, "Oh, I didn't even realize that was a joke." And then all over the internet, so it was funny. Like, he didn't even realize it. There was a bit of an irony deficiency out there.
Yeah.
It's a terrible disease.
I thought that movie's so bizarre when you think about it. It does not start off how you think it's going to end, putting someone's brain in another body.
Jordan said, I at one point, I was like, why did you cast me? And he said, I just thought it'd be funny to see Josh Lemon take the top of someone's head off.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. It is hard to convince people people that care about it and people who are scared like me, not to panic about this election. What do you think our best approach is for the next 6 months? And I know you're from Wisconsin too. Is this should we look at this more like a local election? I know you're really not a pundit, but do you have any words of advice for what we can do as people who are really interested in trying to make a difference. Maybe that's the way to do
it. First of all, I am from Wisconsin, and I've done a lot of stuff over the years, almost every election cycle for 25 years. Done stuff back in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Democratic Party, which is run by a brilliant guy named Ben Wickler, has been incredibly successful, and it is not rocket science. It is a year-round, not just election cycle, presence and communication with voters. I was going crazy the night we lost the House because I assumed we were going to lose the House by like 20 seats or something. And then we lost by what, 12, 13, something like that?
Right.
And we lost it in California and in New York. In Wisconsin, there is, because they are so battle tested, because it is a 1-point state,
right,
they have an operation, a structure there that was able to nationalize a state Supreme Court race, putting choice out front. That's a miracle. And you need to have those sort of state structures in place. But I want I've seen in Wisconsin that just the drudgery, the simple chimp work, the throwing spaghetti at the wall of communicating with voters, of volunteering to make phone calls, of writing postcards, of tracking as in Wisconsin they can, when making sure that people have voted. That stuff really makes a difference. So get involved in any way you can, and actually Pod Save America is a great vehicle to do it. I actually,
there you go. Get out there.
Pick a state. Come on, Wisconsin.
I know. So, Bradley, I appreciate your candor, your thoughtfulness, of course, your vulnerability.
My vulnerability?
Yes, it's always all those things. You're very vulnerable.
Thank
you.
So
before you go, I kind of hinted at this a little earlier, but, we wanted to play a classic love it or leave it game. Would you fuck this president? Right. Now,
Jesus Christ.
Now, just to provide the context, the show has previously played Would You Fuck This Ghost? Or Would You Fuck This Alien? These pretty much speak for themselves.
Jesus Christ.
But we will take a gander at some presidents, real and fictional, and you'll weigh in on whether you would fuck them or not. Now, just to know.
What is happening?
Well, Bradley, no. Bradley, we're not using fuck in the literal sense, okay? But rather as a way to describe your gut reaction to this person's entire vibe.
So it's not a sex.
No, it's not. Body? But no. If you want to fuck them literally, that's fine with us. No one is stopping you. Well, they might stop you, but we're not. We're not stopping you. I mean, maybe a grave might stop you. Also, if you don't like this game, blame Lovett. Okay.
Can I just say something about Jon Lovett?
Yes.
I have this like really bizarre, and I don't want to fuck Jon Lovett. But I have this incredible kind of insecurity about Jon Lovett because I think he just thinks I'm an idiot, and I don't know why I think he thinks that. But I've met like Jon Favreau. I think it's because I listen to Pod Save America, and I just find Jon Lovett incredibly funny. I love the way his mind works. Again, I don't want to fuck him. Let me make that clear.
Right.
But whenever he refers, he just refers to West Wing like with utter disdain. And I think he
worked in the actual West Wing.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. But and I get it. Like the show, we were pretending, and it was fake and everything.
You're an actor. That was your job.
Yeah, I was just pretending.
Exactly. Thank you.
So why do I have this insecurity about Jon Lovett?
Wow.
Maybe I'm just trying to avoid which president I want to fuck.
Exactly. Which brings us back to would you fuck this president?
This is the most disturbing
You
visual.
brought this back beautifully.
That's Mount Rushmore in drag.
Okay. Are you ready? You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Let's see the first
No.
one. Young Joseph Robinette Biden. Ooh.
No. Nice
Joseph?
guy, but
Yeah.
no.
You wouldn't fuck him?
No.
He's a little fetching right there. Huh?
He looks sweet. I'd like to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be inside him. I just want to hold him.
You would cuddle.
I would cuddle.
You would cuddle. Okay. No fucking, but he would cuddle.
I would spoon him.
Young Jimmy Carter. Oh.
Oh.
Ooh. You kind of reacted like, oh. Are you sure that's not Rosalind?
Wow. There's something dewy and vulnerable about it.
I think Jimmy Carter could
Look
get
at
it.
those lips.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not kidding around.
Well, I still no, but I'm getting closer.
No, on young Jimmy Carter? Really?
It's the uniform.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
You put a turtle in epaulets and I'll fuck it.
Yeah. You don't want him staring at you like that, too. That's a little too intense.
Yeah. I feel like he's looking
that's too
right
intense.
through me.
Okay. President Fitz Grant in Scandal, played by Tony Goldwyn, pictured here with Kerry Washington as Olivia Pope. Would you fuck that president?
Is she gonna come?
Yeah. That's a question you may want to ask him. I don't know. You make up the scenario.
Only if she's there.
Okay, only she's there. Okay. President Ulysses S. Grant. You know, I don't know, rough trade. You may be a little.
Yeah, that's like
Grant of
like
Finland. There, I think, is what that is.
5 a.m. on like one of those bars way downtown. Like
you just say fuck it. Really.
Like yeah. He's wearing just backless chaps under that.
It's by the way. Let me point out. It is wartime.
It is kind of
choices
hot.
are slim. Choices are slim.
I'll just send me to the front.
There you go. Oh, a little double entendre there. Very nice.
You
Very
take
good.
up the rear.
Maybe a triple entendre. All right, President Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Simpsons movie.
Shoot my cannon. What is this?
Now this is an animated character. Is that Trump in the background? Oh, fuck. Simpsons does get everything right, huh? Damn. Okay, President Arnie.
Arnold. I do.
It would be the animated version of you having sex with him.
Oh, the animated version? That's fine. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay.
I think he's really funny.
Okay, President Barack Obama. Ooh. He's winking at you, too. He's winking.
That's really pretty.
No?
No.
It's too close?
Yeah, it's too hot for me.
He was president. He was president too soon. Not enough time has passed. Right?
Yeah. I need
Tragedy plus time equal fucking, right? Or comedy, one of those things. Sorry, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But no on Obama?
I'd like to walk hand in hand with him on a beach.
Okay. All right. President Scroob from Spaceballs, embodied by Mr. Mel Brooks. Oh, wow.
I love Mel
I forgot
Brooks.
about that president.
Yeah. Just for the...
May the Schwartz be with you, I think.
Yeah. Just for the pillow talk afterwards, I'd say yes.
Okay, that's good. Finally, Jed Bartlett from The West Wing, brought to life by the incomparable Martin Sheen. That's your boy.
What is this, like a Greek play? No.
This is Lovett's game. It's not my game. It's Lovett's game.
I don't want his approval anymore.
Sorry. So you're saying no to both him and Lovett?
Yes. No. No. In the name of God, no. No. By the way.
Yes.
Hamish played Lincoln. You know what I just found out? Because I'm doing this thing about going to do this thing about James Garfield assassination.
Oh yeah.
Todd Lincoln, Lincoln's kid, was standing next to James Garfield when he was shot, and then was standing next to McKinley when he was shot. So don't fly with the Lincolns.
Yeah. He's the cooler, it seems like. All right, thanks, Bradley.